This is pretty good. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Starry Tarot. Hi. Hi E. Good to see you. If you are new here, for those of you who are watching and are new, welcome and thank you so much for your subscription. If you are returning like E is, welcome back. Good to see you. My name is Sophie, for y'all who don't know, and I am a tarot reader. I'm your tarot reader for tonight. I used the Moon Power deck yesterday by Charlie Quintero, and I'm just kind of on a Charlie Quintero roll here. So we're using the Mars Power tarot deck. I also have her what was the name of the other one? It always escapes me, so I'm not gonna remember it. But I have another one of hers as well. She's a great, an amazing artist, and I love it. This is super psychedelic. This one's really psychedelic. A lot of her art's very psychedelic, but this one especially. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it glowed in black light. It doesn't, but it's just of that ilk. So yeah, I am your tarot reader for tonight. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical or legal questions. I cannot answer those. Please go to a professional for those questions. I don't get a whole lot of medical questions. I used to. I actually did used to get a lot of health questions, but now I get quite a few legal questions, and I can't, I won't, and I've never met a tarot reader who did. So, with that being said, I can answer pretty much essentially anything else. And we just received our first donation. Thank you so much, Miss Anna. How are you doing, girl? I hope you're doing well. Were you interested in a 10-card reading, or did you have 2 questions? My hair is a mess. I can't wash it for the next 2 days because of a beauty treatment. It's driving me bananas, so no one talk about my hair tonight. My question is, will I be hearing from Hannah, the Leo, in November? Just one question. All right, hun. Let's see what we have here. When was the last time you and her spoke, love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by November? By the end of this month. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Anna by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? You don't recall. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Anna be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? Hey, Mahogany. For sure, girl. I got you. I'm just reading for Anna, and then you will be next. Thank you. We have 5 of Cups reversed. The Tower reversed. Good Lord. The Tower reversed. Girl, I use multiple different decks. Not just, I use multiple decks when I do my live streams, but also when I'm doing my own readings. And I can't tell you, the Tower reverse has been coming up for almost every single reading I've been doing for everybody, myself included. It's really, really interesting. I don't know. I need to study it more. I need to bone up on this card because it's showing up a lot for everyone. Justice, Knight of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Wands reversed, 8 of Swords, and 10 of Swords reversed. Thank you so much, Mahogany, for your donation, hun. Let me go ahead and quickly add you here before we get started with Anna's reading. Okay. All right, Anna. Will you be hearing from Hannah by the end of this month? There is a very good chance. It's a lot of things, as you know, Anna. I've been reading for you for a while. Not everything is entirely set in stone, but as tarot is powerful in doing, tarot is all about reading the current energies as they stand at this moment, and things are looking good. It looks like it is more likely than not that she's going to reach out to you. She still has some hesitations. I'm going to get into that here. We've got, let's just start here with this Five of Cups reversed. When I see the Five of Cups, it often, I don't know, when it's reversed, in its upright position, it's no good. It's feeling regretful, guilty, not good. But when it's reversed, it's about I don't want to say regeneration, but moving on from anything that wasn't ideal in the past. I know you guys don't have a huge amount of past. You maybe the better question is, does she even want to? She does. Yeah, I can answer that, Anna. She does want to reach out to you, but she has hesitations. She's guarded. She's been hurt in the past. You didn't hurt her. This isn't a matter of her healing from any way in which you treated her or behaved. And I see this with this Nine of Wands right underneath. She's guarded, girl, and I've probably mentioned that in the past. Maybe I haven't, but she's definitely guarded when it comes to serious connections. And when I say serious connections, I mean she's got feelings for you. She's got feelings for you, and she's scared that she might get hurt like she did in the past when she's had strong feelings for people. I feel like I'm not going to sit here and say that she doesn't date people or doesn't see people, and I think you know that as well. But it's always very surface level. I get the sense that it's always very surface level. She keeps it surface level because she's afraid of falling. This tower reverse keeps on coming up, so I've been reading a lot about it and studying more and more and more. She's afraid of falling. She's trying to control her emotions. She's afraid of the vulnerability that she would have to muster in order to continue talking to you, because she doesn't want something light-hearted, lightweight with you. Not only is it just because it's a long distance connection and it's not easy to do something lighthearted, it's just it's just very difficult to. You told I'll let you retype that. I don't know what you meant. But with you, she doesn't want something lighthearted, and it's not just it's not just about the distance. It's about her feelings for you. It's about the fact that she actually does want something. If she wants anything from you, she wants it to be something solid and not lightweight. You told me that my ex would connect with me again, and she texted me, yuck. So when you say someone will connect with me again, I believe. Yeah. But I mean, I can't. When it came to your ex, I don't know if I gave you a solid yes or I didn't give you. I obviously gave you. I don't know if it was a solid yes or and it looks good, but I can't give you a solid yes here. What I can tell you is yes, she does want to reach out to you. She does. She has desire for you. She has a desire to communicate with you. She wants to restore balance in the connection. You guys are on opposite side of the country from one another, and she, again, I will repeat, she does have feelings for you. If she didn't have feelings for you, I wouldn't be seeing this Queen of Wands reverse card here, for example. I said soon, okay. This Queen of Wands reversed is about jealousy. It's about jealousy, and I'm not saying that she's jealous of you. I mean, but she does wonder, is she talking to another girl? Is she talking to other girls? Is she back with her ex? And the idea of that makes her feel jealous. Um, and jealousy is something that she has a difficult time controlling. That's part of what's going on here with her fear um, of relationships that embody depth, encapsulate depth, or require depth. Um, and here's her hesitation that I'm seeing. This Knight of Wands reversed. The desire is there. Knight of Wands is desire, but when we have it in its reverse position, it's indicative of self-doubts, um, and doubts in moving forward in the direction one wants to. She is wondering, will this end up hurting me? Will my feelings be reciprocated? Will our feelings be equal and reciprocated? Or am I just going to get hurt? And in this way, she feels very bound. I'm not trying to make excuses for her, but she does with this Eight of Swords. She feels very trapped. She feels very tied down emotionally. And it's interesting because we do have the Fool card here, which is all about taking that chance. The Fool goes forward on a new venture, knowing full well that in any journey that we take in life, we do take the risk of getting hurt in some way or disappointed in some way. However, if we never take that journey, if we never just take that dive off that cliff, we'll never feel anything good either. We'll never reap the benefits of what we want or get to see what we desire come to manifestation. But I stand firmly here. She wants to reach out to you. She wants to talk to you. Ace of Swords. This is the communication card. Eight of Wands is also the communication card. Eight of Wands and Ace of Swords and Six of Cups are my communication cards. She's definitely, she wants to talk to you. There are things that happen to her throughout her day that she wants to share with you. There's just lots on her mind that she wants to share with you. Both personal things that are a little heavy and I think that's what's holding her back, is talking about serious things, especially of an emotional, if they're serious emotional things that need to be discussed, matters that need to be discussed. It's very difficult for her. If it was a matter, because time has gone on, she knows she can't just call you and chop things up and it's all going to be sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops. There's been time. There's time has gone, has passed since the last time. A significant amount of time has passed. I'd say a significant amount of time has passed since the last time you spoke and saw one another. It's been a lot, and there's also that distance as well. So there's, of course, a lot to share, about your guys' lives, but there's also a lot that needs to be discussed in terms of emotions and feelings here. And she does not want things to be over between the two of you, and she doesn't see things as being over between the two of you with this Ten of Swords reversed. She worries sometimes that you're not into her anymore, because she's not hearing from you either. It's a little bit of a two-way street. I always wonder what it's like, it's let's just say it's different in same-sex connections. I would say, with hetero connections, woman usually uses the excuse of, well, I want him to reach out to me. I want to feel like the female in the situation. I want the man to take the action. But when it comes to same-sex connections, especially to women, I've seen this before with lesbian friends of mine, where both people like each other, but the other one wants the other to reach out. The other, and usually people both have doubts, and those doubts stem from the lack of communication. So I know that you really want her to reach out to you, but my 2 cents here, as much as I see that she really wants to reach out to you, she has her hesitations as well. I don't know what your hesitations are, but she has her fears and hesitations as well. I don't know if yours are fears or what, but if you just want my humble opinion, I think that if you reached out to her, I think that you would be very, very pleased. And thank you very much for your donation, Phyllis. Good to see you. Long time no see. I think that you would find that you were very pleased with the results. I think that she would be very happy to hear, extremely happy to hear from you, Anna. And I think that it would absolve a lot of the doubts that she's having regarding your connection at this time. Like, does she like me as much as I like her? Haven't heard from her in a while. I don't know if she's seeing other women. That Queen of Wands reverse card there. So it's a tricky dynamic, I understand. But I can say confidently that you both like each other. You definitely do. And you're questioning whether she wants to call you, and she's questioning whether you like her at all and want to call. I think she's questioning whether you want to call her too. So it's a, it's an interesting situation. Again, I think that you would find that you would be pleased, and she would definitely be pleased if you reached out to her. And another way I see it too is you like her, you know that. What do you have to lose? The worst thing that's going to happen is she'll say, I actually don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry, I don't want to be with you. And I don't think she's going to say that. I really don't. But that's the Fool card there. That is a possibility. I don't think it is in this case, reading the energies here, but it is that risk that we often have to take if we do want to see things come to fruition romantically. But I know it's also easier said than done a lot of the time too. Thank you so much, Anna. I really, really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you clarity today in this situation. Thank you. Mahogany, thank you so much. Mahogany, thank you for your donation, hon. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Okay, new guy. All right. You want the scoop on him? It's a new guy, so I'm a little hesitant to offer the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread because that can sometimes be hard to pinpoint, especially with the intentions aspect of it if you've just met someone. So how do we want to ask this? Do we want to ask Spirit what they want you to know about him? I mean, we flirt from time to time, but yeah, he is a new energy. Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit what they want you to know about this guy. What they think you should know about him. Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Mahogany need to know about this new gentleman, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Mahogany need to know about this new gentleman, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what do you need Mahogany to know about this new guy, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what do you need Mahogany to know about this new gentleman, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what do you need Mahogany to know about this new gentleman, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what do you need Mahogany to know about this new gentleman, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what do you need or want Mahogany to know about this new guy, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what do you need Mahogany to know about this new guy, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what should Mahogany know about this new gentleman, L? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Mahogany need to know about this new guy, L, in her life? Yeah, I think that's always good just because they'll give you, you know, if there's something to worry about, they'll let you know. If there's nothing to worry about, they'll let you know too. So it's just a nice reassurance, oftentimes, hopefully. Eight of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups reversed, the Hierophant reversed, and Strength. Okay. I'm getting I'm definitely getting breakup energy, recent breakup energy from him with both the Eight of Cups reversed and the Hierophant reversed. The Hierophant reversed is straight up a divorce card. I said breakup, but I would go so far as to say he might have gone through a divorce not too long ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, the Hierophant reversed is also a sign that your well, not all reversals are bad, hun. The Hierophant reverse is also a sign that your values are not aligned, and it could just mean, you know, your general values, maybe cultural or belief differences, and or it could mean you're just not on the same page when it comes to each other and what you're looking for from one another. I see that you guys are communicating, and I see that he truly enjoys. It's possible he went through a divorce. He is older, but I don't know. Yeah, I think he has, because there's something, because the Hierophant reversed is often indicative of a divorce. Eight of Cups reversed is the emotional thing that I'm picking up from the divorce. Eight of Cups reversed is having difficulty moving on, still being stuck in the past. Um, and I'm not. That's not to say that he's still talking to her, um, but and it's not to say that, you know, he can't, because he's not fully healed from his divorce. He can't, you know, date. Um, but if he feels like he's not in a position to date, I know this is all new, but you're gonna want to discuss this, because that's what I'm seeing is with this Page of Cups reversed. For he's not looking to develop a crush on anybody. I mean, if he is well, I would understand, because people that were married, well, it doesn't go by easy. Exactly. Divorces are always very, very difficult. Divorce, death, job loss, I think they're the three most difficult things to go through, like just psychologically as humans. It's a lot. Um, yeah, I don't know how long ago this was, but what I am seeing is, regardless if it was a divorce or what, I don't. He's not looking for love. Right? He's not looking for a crush. He's not looking to find new love right now. He doesn't want to allow his feelings to get a hold of him, because notice how we have cups are the realms of emotion, and I don't want to date the man. No way. Okay. Well, if you don't want to date him, I don't know what. Again, I don't know what your intentions. You don't know him that well. I don't know what your intentions are towards him, but he's very, very, very physically attracted to you. Very, very physically attracted. Definitely would like to be intimate with you. I don't know if he's expressed that or not. Strength is just called lust in the Hermetic deck, and I often see that. I feel that energy when I'm reading romance spreads. But I mean, he could be a good guy, if that makes sense. Yeah, you don't really know. That's the thing, is that I know you say that you don't want to, you wouldn't want to date the man now, but you don't know him that well, you know, and you might start catching feelings if you do get to know him better. But check this out. I just wanted to note on this. Cups are the realms of emotion. We've got no, but I mean, he looks cute enough to be intimate with, as long as it's safe. Yeah, then right on, right on. Um, but do your very best to not let your emotions to catch emotions. That's tough as women. When we're intimate with men, we are literally biologically hardwired to grow an attachment to the men that we sleep with. It's just a function of biology and procreation. The mind goes, oh, I'm having sex. That means I'm going to have a baby. This is is just the primitive mind. That means I'm going to have a baby. That means I need to lock down this man who I'm sleeping with right now. So it's very hard, you know, it's easy to say at first, like, yeah, he's fine, I can have some fun, blah, blah, blah. Start spending more time with the person, and you may end up liking him a lot more, and I just fear that just make sure you guys are on the same page. I would definitely communicate that, because he's a very good communicator with this Ace of Swords, and I think he would be very open too. But we've got two cup cards here. Cups are the realms of emotion. They're both reversed. Not only that, but it's the nature of the cups too. The Eight of Cups is probably my least favorite cup card, because it's about walking away, knowing that you should walk away from something, but it's tough. And he's walked away from something and it was tough, but emotionally he hasn't fully recovered. And so he's put a blockage on developing feelings for people, for women, or has done his best to do so, however long this has been since his last relationship. Basically, at this time, he's emotionally unavailable, definitely physically available, definitely intellectually available. He enjoys talking to you a lot, loves the conversation, loves the company. Is very, very attracted to you, hun. Very, very attracted to you. But I don't see someone with emotional availability. So I would tread carefully and communicate. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to find out you're not on the same page, and then you can just close that chapter and not grow feelings and then get hurt. You know, just figure out what's what. That's what I've been learning lately. Like, figure out what's going on. Figure out what's what early on, especially as we get older. You know, and if we don't want to waste time, it's usually ideal. Yeah, I'm not actually available either if I had to be. Okay, for sure, because people have put me through it. I feel you, Mahogany. I feel you. It can be hard to not just heal and recover from people, disappointing us, but then to get back on the emotional bandwagon, it can be overwhelming. Yeah. You're very welcome. You are so welcome, Miss Mahogany. Thank you, love. Yeah, communication. I would, before starting anything, I would talk to him. Not too soon. Not like, like put pressure on him like that. But at least, if you're talking for the next few weeks, I would, just throw it out there. Like, what you looking for? Are you looking for anything? Just curious. All right, we've got Miss Phyllis on deck. Phyllis, it is such a pleasure to see you, love. It has been a while, and I hope you're doing wonderfully. How can I help you this evening? Yeah, communication is key, but I will say easier said than done with these men. You know how men... but here's the thing, men are not the best communicators. A lot of men are not the best communicators, but this one's a good one. That's what I did know, is he's a good communicator, so I think you could get some good information. I think he would be forthright and honest with you and open, whereas a lot of dudes will either say what you want to hear or not say anything at all, not bring it up, So I think he's the type to be very receptive to communication. Am I channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Okay. What is going on with my phone here? Sorry, 1 second. For real, girl. We're the talkers. As I was thinking about it today on my way to work, even with animals, like calico cats are all female. They're the chattiest kitty cats. Oh my god. Orange cats are not super talkative, and they're mostly dudes. I think like 95% of all orange cats are little dudes. Like, even in the animal kingdom. So funny. So I love it when I meet guys that are good at communicating. They're diamonds in the rough. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Did you start your job, Phyllis? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Phyllis channeling Aaron's stress from his job? Alright, Phyllis, let's see here. Three of Pentacles reversed, Judgment, the High Priestess reversed, Four of Cups reversed, and Death reversed. No, I don't think you are. Are things stressful at your current job right now? Because I think last time we spoke, I believe you told me that you had a new job lined up. And by the way, if you are watching this live stream, please remember to click the like button. It really, really helps me out. Thank you, everybody. Last time we spoke, I recall you mentioning that you had a new job lined up. And if I'm remembering correctly, we asked about the coworker situation, if things would be harmonious or if things would end up being toxic. No, you didn't. Okay, so there's nothing, you're not dealing with stress from your own work. The reason why my knee-jerk reaction here is no, starting with this High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess upright is one's intuition, and being really deeply locked in to one's intuition. That job fell through. I'm sorry to hear about that, Phyllis. Sounds like it might have been for the best, though. If I'm recalling the reading that I did if I'm correctly recalling the reading that I did, it did sound like it perhaps wouldn't have been the best option for you. But this High Priestess reverse is indicative of either not listening to one's intuition or misunderstanding what one feels is their intuition. And what I'm seeing here is it's possible with this Three of Pentacles reversed, because you have control, Phyllis. You have control over any energy that you channel. You have the choice. You can, it doesn't sound like it's a choice, but it really is. You can choose to, you can choose to allow stress that's coming from out of nowhere, to affect you and attribute it to somebody else's stress. But I'll be honest too, Phyllis, I don't know how, I know it's possible to channel another person's stress for sure, but that usually, the only time I ever really see that happen is like with married couples, like, or couples in general that are cohabitating and have finances together, or maybe, but yeah, like have finances tied together, and seeing either husband or wife, like working themselves to the bone and maybe not getting paid enough, or just getting lots of crap from their coworkers or their superiors. I've definitely seen people channel stress through their immediate loved ones. I just think it's a bit of a stretch, the idea of channeling his stress. Like I know you know him, I know you've met him, I know you keep in touch with him over Instagram. I don't know how often you guys communicate with one another. But sorry, I'm just getting some clarity. It's okay because I think I may have found someone that might invest in my invention. Need a reading on it. That's awesome that you found someone who might invest in your invention. That's great, Phyllis. Um, yeah, it with this death reverse card. It's again, I don't know like how often you speak with him. But when I see it right next to the Four of Cups reversed, this is telling me that there is something that is to be, there's something to be desired between you and him. Obviously, the distance does not help, but it's not the ideal for you. It's not an ideal connection. Well, it is. You appreciate him in your life, and you really want him in your life, and he is in your life. Um, but since he's moved, I can only suspect that there's been, you know, his absence has been felt. Um, and I don't know if he like talks about the stress of his job or whatnot, but um, surprisingly, he doesn't let it affect him too deeply, like on a physical or an emotional level, because he is just so proud of this job that he has attained, even though he had to move for it. He's just been working so hard in the journalistic broadcasting field, which is a tough field to get into. Hi, Sophie. Will you please check your email when you get a chance? Thank you. Absolutely, Em. I will. Thank you, love. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing there, Miss Phyllis. Thank you very much for your donation. Um, I, I, I'm not sure if you wanted to do another reading to ask about the potential investor in your invention. But yeah, we can always do that, no problem. Um, yeah, thank you so much. Hi, Em. Okay, so I just checked your email right now. The information that I would need to see if she can come through would be her name, her date of birth, her date of passing, um, and I will also like to just mention that I don't think I've ever had a time where I did a mediumship for someone and they didn't come back a second time. So it's likely, I'm not trying to give you false hope, but it's likely that she will come through if you wanted to do that today. And thank you so much, Phyllis, for your donation, love. Let's get right on into this. Thank you, Em. Thank you so much. Okay, I was in a Facebook inventor group and I saw a post about someone offering to invest in an invention and if you can prove it works and they like it. So what's the question, Phyllis? They will pay for patent and bring it to market. Oh, I was going to say, I think the question here would probably be, is this legit? Yeah. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the Facebook invention, or is the invention post that Phyllis saw legit on Facebook? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the invention offer post that Phyllis saw on Facebook legit? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post that Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides is the invention, investment, post Phyllis saw on Facebook legit. Ten of Cups reversed, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands reversed, Six of Swords reversed, and the Empress. Yes and no. It's legitimate in the sense that they're not fake. Is this an individual or a company? Whether it's an individual or a company, they do have capital, they do have money to invest with this King of Pentacles 100%. Do they promise a lot and not deliver? Yeah, with the Ten of Cups reversed and Six of Wands reversed. Definitely advertising their offer much too good to be true than it actually is. Yes, it's legit in the sense that they exist. They may have made it sound like that it happens quite often, that they do this for a lot of different products. That is just not the case. And I'm not saying that you don't have a chance. I'm not saying that your product is not legit. But it's not so much a matter of, oh, well, if it works, then we'll invest in it. That is not legit. That is facetious. That is a promise that they can't stand by. It's a person offering. Yeah, no, it's just not true. Because your product works, and there's many products that work, but they might not be, for whatever reason, they may not know how to market it, or it might not be marketable within their sphere. Hi, sir, I gotta go meditate and stuff, but I want to pop in. Hi, hello, yeah, good night, and hello, hi, Angel, thank you. Yeah, it's something that they're over-promising, and I feel like they would kind of string you along, too. I feel like there would be a lot of back and forth, which is dangerous, too. You don't want to share too much information when it comes to that stuff, as you know. I feel like there would be a lot of back and forth with the Empress. Yes, yeah, exactly. And Phyllis is good about that, I believe. I have no reason to doubt that. She's been making stuff for a while. She has this one invention that she's looking to get off the ground. Yeah, and that's a really important part, is not. And I think that's a lot of what this person is doing, is fishing for ideas and then not promising half of what they're offering, like giving the actual inventor, like, yeah, getting you a patent, but then some way like absconding or like reallocating funds, basically shafting you. Not you, but I feel like this person shafts the products that they do take on, the customers' products that they do take on, shafts them. Yes, he puts their product out there, but he takes far more, and you could get a lot more finding it through other ways. It sounds a little fishy. It just sounded too good to be true. Not too good to be true. I'm sure there's definitely instances out there where that's possible, but that Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups reversed, Six of Wands reversed. Like, yeah, he's got money with the King of Pentacles reversed, but that Ten of Cups, like ultimate satisfaction. I'm promising this, that, and the other. You'll get the patent, you'll get the money, you'll get the fame, or not the fame. You'll get the noticeability. Your product will be out there. That Ten of Cups reversed, like those things. Not everything that's being offered or promised is offered, and furthermore rarely is. So I don't know if I don't know if you've reached out to this person already. Um, I don't know if I'd reach out at all. I guess it wouldn't hurt so long as you don't give any, suss it. Like just try and suss out him or her before going forward there. If you do decide to communicate with this person and engage with this person and work with them, okay? Because I think there's just definitely a lot of information that's faulty, that's just untrue, and there's a lot of information that's not being mentioned, and it just, an ad is an ad. It's going to sound as ideal as possible, but when when it's individuals, it's not an ad, it's an individual, and they can really say anything. Gotta be careful out there. Um, so yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, Miss Phyllis. I did, but haven't heard anything. Okay, and you didn't give him too much information, right? Or her too much information. I'm saying him because I saw the King of Pentacles, so I just assumed man. But um, yeah, I if you haven't heard anything, I don't know. Something doesn't seem quite right with that. Um, it's an odd, yeah. Just something just doesn't. My spidey sense is telling me something doesn't feel quite right, but um, you'll find the right person to invest in your product, Phyllis, and yeah, definitely you definitely don't want to work with any shysters. Yeah, just the video, right on. There you go. Good girl. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Thank you so much, Phyllis. I appreciate you as always, and wish you all the best. And I hope that I um, brought you clarity. Um, Sorry about that abrupt leaving there. I had an email I needed to answer for one of my clients. And so, yeah, so speaking of which, they are interested in a mediumship reading. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. Um, that is one of the readings that I offer. I also offer soulmate confirmation readings. Those don't have to be of a romantic nature. They can be a friend, a coworker, an animal friend. They can run the whole gamut. And we have lots and lots of soulmates too, especially depending on how old of a soul we are. Um, and it's pretty straight to the point. We ask your spirit guides, your ancestral spirits, if this person in your life is indeed a soulmate of yours or not, and they will explain, why not or why yes. We can also conversely ask it, not it, I shouldn't say it, say your spirit guides. We can conversely ask them if they give their blessing towards the person in question that you are questioning. Um, I don't know about you, but at least for me, my soulmates, my spirit guides' impression of my life and their opinion, especially their opinion on matters of people in my life, does matter a lot to me. Maybe not so much to everybody, but definitely to me. And they because they want what's best for us. They want what's absolutely best for us, nothing more. There's no hidden agenda. There's nothing that they're trying to manipulate in a negative way. They just want what's best for us. So they are definitely a trustworthy source. Speaking of soulmates and old souls and lots of past lives, or lots of soulmates, we also have past lives. I offer past life regression therapy. Um, it is a type of therapy. It is definitely a therapeutic modality. It is often done with the use of guided meditation and or hypnosis, but I have developed a method of channeling spirit after many, many years of studying and practicing past life regression therapy, undergoing it myself, putting others under it, and discovering past lives of theirs. I realized that I was channeling the same energy and the same visions through tarot. So about 2 years into my professional, um, 2 years into me reading professionally, I started offering past life regression readings, and they've been fantastic. They are so fascinating and so healing. Really are healing. And you can ask for a past life um, that for any intention. It could be one that would help you most in this life. It could also be one that um, that was most challenging. And we just received 2 donations. Thank you so much, M. So, M, did you want to do your mediumship on the live stream? And thank you so much, Margarita, for your donation. M, I was naughty and I didn't double check, so I will be right back. One moment. Thank you so much. That is a yes. That is indeed a yes. I had and that wasn't why I didn't check. I answered your email and then I came online and then you came online. So I wasn't trying to evade checking and making sure. But yes, she is indeed. So what I do is I use, this is my I have several different pendulums, but this is the one that I specifically use for mediumship. This I got from my favorite esoteric store in Paris, and never lets me down. Um, I asked if she was available. I asked clockwise for yes, counterclockwise for no. I close my eyes, I hold it, wait 10 seconds, open my eyes, see what's going on, and that thing was swinging, girl. That thing was, it wasn't as wide as this, but it was about as, I held it right over this spiral here, and it went in the exact shape of the spiral. So that was interesting. So yes, candy is definitely available right now for you to communicate. Um, so we are about to embark. You can do mine last. Did they miss the live? No, no. And you don't mind if I do, so you don't mind if I do Marguerite first. Is that what you're saying, Em? And that's very kind of you. Sorry, Margarita. You would like to you would like to let Margarita go, love? Okay, so we're gonna start with Margarita. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Margarita has a mini reading, so we will start with that. Margarita, thank you so much, love, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Margarita, please post your question. Please post your sign. And if you're asking about another person, please post their sign. Thank you. There might be a delay in the live stream. Because I'm not seeing anything. Margarita, I need you to post your question, love. Margarita, are you there? You have 3 minutes to come to the chat and post your question when it's your turn. I'm not seeing you, so I'm just gonna assume that the live stream's on a lag. Capricorn, me and Taurus, will we be together? I need to know what the Taurus's name is. I'm sorry for not mentioning that, but I also need to know your person's name as well. What is the Taurus's name? Yeah, I think there's a huge lag in the live stream for whatever reason. I highly recommend absolutely everybody watching this to close out your browser and reopen it if you haven't done it already. We're clearly not on the same page. I'm waiting a long time to hear people's responses, and I'm a patient person, but I've been waiting about 6 minutes now, hon. I need to know what his name is. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what this delay is, Margarita. You got 2 minutes, hun. Then we've got to move on. Okay. It doesn't mean you've lost your. It doesn't mean I won't be reading for you, but I'll have to read for the next person. I'll have to read for M if I don't hear from you. It's been a while. I can't answer. I can't ask with just Taurus. She did, but she didn't put his name. I need his name. I need the person's name. Please. I have 2 browsers open. I'm not saying I'm right all the time, but I've got 2 browsers open. I've got it on my computer and I've got it on my phone. She has not. Margarita, please post your Taurus's name. Thank you. Okay, let's get right into this. Will Adrian and Margarita be together? How long have you guys been talking with one another? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Margarita and Adrian be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Adrian and Margarita be together romantically? You're welcome, honey. Okay, we have, wow, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups, Judgment reversed, and the World reversed. This looks really good. This does look good. Been getting this a lot tonight though, Margarita. I've been giving a lot of readings where there isn't a solid yes and there isn't a solid no. Tarot is about reading current energies as they stand and the past, examining the past in relation to that. And the current energies right now look very promising. Again, I don't know how long the two of you have been talking, how long you guys know one another, but it looks like there's a very strong foundation between the two of you. And you would make a very good couple. You would make a very good couple, honestly. But I have a feeling that this is a new thing. Even though there's a nice strong foundation that's being developed here, I do get the sense that this is kind of a new thing with the World reversed. Like this is the beginning of a journey. There's a lot more that needs to come before you guys settle down as a couple. And because he definitely has feelings for you. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. He has a desire. He sees you definitely as a potential romantic partner. But we've got both the king. I was trying to figure out what these cards were. It's so easy. I get it. Yeah. King of Swords reversed and Judgment reversed. One second. Sorry, there was something in my lipstick got all schmood. Anyway, King of Swords reversed, Judgment reversed. He wants to, and this is also what's leading me to believe that this is new. He wants to get to know you better. He wants to make as you should too, develop a better sense of who you are, assess who you are. Because the King of Swords does exactly that. They're fair in their judgment, but they do assess and vet. And with this Judgment reversed, this King of Swords reversed, it's not telling me that he's judging you unfairly. It's actually telling me that he feels as though he needs more. And I've seen this with more dudes than women, I'll be honest. I see this happen more with men. He wants to suss things out just a bit more, figure you out more, figure out how the two of you interact just a little bit more. But it looks very, very promising, Marguerite. Sorry, I don't know why I keep calling you Marguerite, because I know someone called Marguerite. This looks very promising, Margarita. You're definitely both on the right track. Sounds like the two of you are on the same page too, and that can be so hard to find. Sounds like you're definitely on the same page. You guys, I think, want the same thing in love, and in a relationship, and now it's just a matter of figuring out, if this will really be a success, and it's definitely leaning towards a yes. Definitely leaning towards a yes there. So very promising, Margarita. I think there's a lot of potential here. Thank you so much. Yes, it feels different. Yeah. I was going to say that this does feel different from new. And again, I don't know if this is a new connection, but it feels like it. But it also feels different from other burgeoning connections that I read about. This feels very, very promising. Not to say that other connections aren't promising either. But I always love to see positive energy there and potential, because I don't always get to tell people that. Sometimes I have to tell people there's no potential. I'm sorry, you're not on the same page. It's not going to happen. But no, this looks good. This looks good. Keep on keeping on. Fairly new and different. Okay. Well, I always feel like things kind of get serious around the 1 to 3 month part. 1 to 3 month like time frame of dating someone, getting to know someone. assessing what you're looking for in general and what you're looking for in that person. And it's not, I don't think it's been that long yet, but so yeah, I feel like you're definitely on the right path here for sure. Thank you very much, Margarita. Thank you, love. Yes, I think you're new to the channel. So you found me tonight. So I'm assuming you're new. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Chan Chan. Appreciate you and your subscription. And yeah, let me know how things go. I'm really I've got a lot. I've definitely got faith in in the potential between you and him. All right, and now we are about to embark on a mediumship reading for Miss M. So, you guys are all very, very respectful people in my chat, and I hate even having to say this, but please, normally I don't mind interruptions because I just don't read them half the time. I don't mind people, giving their opinion in the peanut gallery while I'm giving readings, except with the exception of mediumship readings. Please keep your comments to yourself. I'm communicating with somebody's deceased loved one, so have that respect, please, everybody. I know y'all do. You're all wonderful people. But yeah, just you can definitely have your thoughts. Definitely stay and watch. You're more than welcome. But please be very respectful with this reading, as with all readings, but especially mediumships. Miss M, are you here, love? Hi, M. Okay, let's get right on into this. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages that you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages you have for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with M for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Candy, please come through with any and all messages for M. And thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, M. Red Louboutin is the name. I've worn it before. I've definitely worn it before years and years ago. I love this color. Thank you. We have 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands reversed, 4 of Pentacles, the Empress, Page of Cups reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords reversed, Ten of Swords, the Moon reversed, Queen of Cups, the Sun, Eight of Swords reversed, and Justice reversed. Okay. Alright, Candy. Sorry, just give me a moment here, Em. It's Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles reversed here. Definitely something left. We've got the Moon and the Sun. Swords reversed. Okay. So the first message that I'm getting from her is that, and I probably told you this the last time I did a mediumship with her for you. She's watching over you constantly. She watches over you like a hawk to make sure that you are okay, and because she loves you. It's what our spirit guides, our ancestral spirits, our angels do for us. And she's saying that she acknowledges that there have been difficulties in your life recently, with this Six of Pentacles reversed and the Moon reversed, and I'll get to Justice reversed in a moment. She does acknowledge that there have been some things that are just very unfair and out of your control. Six of Pentacles reversed being the scales, imbalanced, unfair, and unjust. The Moon reversed being the unknown, that which is unknown, that, not knowing the hows or the whys. And sometimes there is no sense or any particular specific reason as to why something comes to fruition the way in which it does. But she wants to reassure you that you are definitely on the right path here, love, with this Nine of Pentacles. You're very fastidious and you keep on moving forward. You have a lot of tenacity and a lot of strength, and despite external factors, you keep on moving forward, and that is absolutely going to pay off in dividends. Yeah, she does acknowledge the inherent lack of harmony. I think you may have mentioned, because Four of Wands is often an unhappy home or a breakup of some type. I think you mentioned that you had to leave a relationship. And and I believe that was exactly how you said it verbatim, was you had to leave a relationship. And that's a tough choice. It's never easy when you have to make the choice to leave someone. But she's saying that you absolutely made the right choice. I think Spirit even said that too, but Candy's saying that to you too, girl. She's saying that you absolutely needed to stand your ground and defend yourself and strike out on your own and really step into the Queen of Cups energy that you embody, that you definitely have. And it doesn't need to be with another person. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the person you left may have made you feel not like the Queen of Cups. And you're on the right path here. It's not necessarily, I think that a gentleman is going to be coming into your life. I don't know if you're ready for that, but in all due timing, in all respectful timing, when you feel that you've healed. But self-care, self-love, and independence are really, really crucial, and you're going to definitely see, sense, feel, and appreciate the fruits of your labor. Exactly what the Nine of Pentacles is all about, is sowing those seeds and reaping what you've sown, the beautiful things that you've sown. And yeah, she's very proud of you right now. She's incredibly proud of you. This Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Sun. Despite the challenges that you've had to overcome and face in the not so distant past, you know, you've held things down. You've held it down with this Four of Pentacles. You've held things down. As I was mentioning earlier, you keep on keeping on, and it's going. You're going to really appreciate and feel those fruits of your labor, and it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, a lot of contentment, a lot of joy, and I see Nine of Cups very similarly to the Seven of Cups, as I see it as a wish fulfillment card. Spirit M is saying, your wish is my command at this time. There's a lot that I can do on the other side for you. The more specific you get about what you want to what you want to see come to fruition in your life, and she already knows you and knows what you want to see come to fruition in your life. But if you could get even more specific, you know, and write it down to every little last detail, that would definitely serve you, because she would be able to serve you. She needs clarity with the Sun. If she can get more clarity from you and what you're dreaming of and what you're wanting to manifest, she can deliver. And feeling in the dark or feeling unsure, those feelings will definitely abate. Yeah, she's so proud. She's so happy that you left the situation that you were in. And as I mentioned here, in leaving that situation, you're stepping into your Queen of Cups era. You're stepping into your full divine feminine energies here. And that's not to say that you weren't fully seated in your divine feminine energies in the past, but that person was preventing you from fully embracing those gifts, and the benefits that come with that, and the joy that comes with divine femininity. And yeah, it's difficult to move as much as you keep the wheel turning and you keep on plodding forward. There are going to be some times where you're going to want to look back. It's inevitable. I think that happens with all of us when we go through a separation, especially as time goes on at the beginning. Sometimes we wonder, you know, did we make the right decision? Or we'll look back at the idealized aspects of the connection. But Candy really wants you to know that you definitely have sailed your ship to calmer waters here, and you've set yourself free. I love this Eight of Swords reversed. You have invariably set yourself free and set yourself on the right course here. And as I mentioned earlier, I keep on getting this sense that there's a man that's going to be coming into your life soon. But with this Page of Cups reversed, this is telling, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but you may not feel ready right now. You may not feel healed right now. And so it's all about due time. It's all about in due timing. But I do see someone popping into your life romantically, and hopefully it's when you're ready. It's when you're healed, or when you've healed a decent enough where you can feel comfortable to be vulnerable and open your heart romantically to another person. Once you've fully processed the ending, and with this Ten of Swords, and I think you've come a long way. M saying you've come you've come a long way, and you've healed. You may not feel like you've healed remarkably quickly, but you have. And healing is unique to each individual person and each individual situation. There's no set time limit on it, but if we are going to compare your healing journey to others, you are making really radically fast strides, which is really, really good. And here we have this Justice reversed card. Again, I mentioned very similar to this Six of Pentacles reversed card, speaking to matters of the present, things that are fundamentally unjust, things that are fundamentally unfair, things that are fundamentally, just unjust, befalling you. But it's nothing that you can't overcome or haven't overcome already. The challenges that you've been faced with, you've overcome them. or you're overcoming them almost entirely. You've just made massive, massive strides, and she's just so proud of you and how you've operated this this situation that she really wanted to be there for you during this time, as she would have been. You know, when we go through those things, we have our friends with us. So she's been watching you like a hawk. She has been watching you extremely closely, extremely closely. Um, and doesn't and won't stop. She's watching over you like a hawk, and just wants to make sure that you're on the right path to allowing things you want to see happen unfurl in your life, which is exactly what you're on. You're on that path of clarity and truth. You're getting out of this moon darkness energy, and moving into something that's crazy that you say that, because I was crying for her when it happened, wishing she was here for me to call. Yeah, and she knows that, and she wanted to call you so badly. Yeah, yeah, that was really hard for her, as I'm sure it was. I have no doubt it was hard for you. You know, I was going to say, still talk to her. My best friend, I'm sure I told you, I lost her many years ago, but I still talk to her. She will never be replaced in my life. Hopefully I find another good friend who's similar to her, but it's been 15, 20 years almost, and haven't found another one like her. But I still talk to her, and still have a connection with her. And yeah, it's that sisterhood friendship. It's eternal. It's past just our human experience. I bought her a cake today, and I sang her happy birthday. That's so lovely. Girl, I do the same thing for Katie's birthday. Every May 14th, I celebrate it. I celebrate her birthday. She passed on. I won't say how, because I don't even think I can say the word on YouTube, but her life was taken from her on Valentine's Day. So one more reason why I don't like Valentine's Day. But she is so proud of you. She is so unbelievably proud of you. And again, she's watching over you like a hawk. She wanted so badly to be there with you and for you when you were going through that. But yeah, if that's anything, that's just another reminder, to still talk to her, to still communicate with her. She's out there, she's listening. She is 100% out there, and she's 100% listening, and just wants to provide you with the happiness that you deserve, and help guide you on that path from as much as she can from the other side. So yeah, it looks very good. I really like the messages that she has for you, and they're all very good portents, I think. Very good signs that things are definitely on the up and up for you. You're very welcome, love. You are very welcome. You are so welcome, and thank you. I definitely don't take it for granted. Giving mediumships, and my clients allowing me to communicate with their loved ones. And thank you, Candy, by the way, for coming through. I can't stress that enough. Thank you for coming through. It means a lot to me, and I don't take it for granted. So thank you very much, love. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we are all through with donations. So that means that the donation queue is currently open, so whoever makes a donation next will be next. Thank you so much. Well, hello, Deb. How are you doing, girl? I was thinking about you today. I would really love to tell you, but it's a little bit personal in terms of regards to my life. So if you ever want to talk on Instagram or anything, but basically, I went through a similar situation you went through recently, and yeah, but I nipped it in the bud. So I was thinking of you, and I hope you're doing well. How are you, Deb? How was your Halloween? This. There we go. Deb. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too, hun. And thank you so much for your donation, sweetheart. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I'm wondering if there's a lag in the live stream, Deb. Maybe you're just typing. Deb, hon, I need you to post your question. Thank you. Deb, please post your question, love. You get 3 minutes to post your question. I haven't seen you. Another 30 seconds. Deb, are you there? Deb, I need you to post your question. Please. It's been over 3 minutes now. I'll give you 4 minutes because I think there's a delay. But after that, I've been on for 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to do a last call for donations. You're here? Okay, please post your question, Deb. Thank you. Sorry, I have to. I'm going out tonight, so I have a hard stop. Thank you. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours now. It's and that well, that's I go on for 2 hours minimum is what I do whenever I go live. I always go on for a minimum of 2 hours unless I have something else going on, but it's always usually a minimum of 2 hours. But if people need readings afterwards, sometimes I'm on for 4 or 5. It changes. Why is the Libra AB still keeping tabs on me? That's who I was thinking about today, Deb. I might have encountered an AB in my life, but I nipped that in the bud because I was seeing all the signs that of his. All, like, I'm not even joking you, girl. This is what I was wanting to tell you. Like, this person, like, had all of the same attributes, did all the same things, said all the same things. I was working on something else. I understand. You're all good. Angels, messengers, and spirit. But I think you are on a delay, Deb. You should, I want to type it again. I think you're on a delay, hun. You might want to refresh the, he's the one that you said had good intentions, though. Oh, never mind. Then who's the guy that didn't have the good intentions? Who was the one that was harassing you? Okay, then it's not him. But there was a guy who was harassing you. I don't recall their name. I'm sorry, Deb. I read for a lot of people. I can't remember a lot of names. But there was a guy that was harassing you, and I really hope that that's just all over and done with. I don't think he does either because he's been acting shady too. Okay. Why did I just... Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, sorry. I'm like, why am I on my phone? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is AB still keeping tabs on Deb? Okay. Yeah, the other one was CB, the one that kept coming around and was toxic. Yeah, you remembered. I see the views went up. That's suspicious. The view? What do you mean? You see the views went up? That's suspicious. You mean on this channel? They go up and down all the time, Deb. They sometimes there's 0, sometimes there's 12 to 20 people. It goes up and down. Don't worry about it. It's not suspicious. All right, we have 7 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Cups reversed, the Hermit, yeah, the Hermit for sure, and 8 of Swords reversed. So yeah, now we've got 5. Now we're down to 4. It happens all the time, Deb. As someone, as the proprietor of my channel, I'm the person who notices the most. I've got my eye on it constantly. It's always going up and down. And it's usually when I'm giving a reading because people like to watch readings. It's not like someone's spying on you or anything like that. It's just the engagement goes up on a live stream when there's more people talking in the chat and I'm like talking. That's all it is. He watches my page's stories but blatantly ignored my texts a few weeks ago. Okay, so we've got both the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles right next to each other, both reversed here. He is feeling that you guys are still talking, right? Or no? Because, well, he's keeping tabs on you, you said, but he ignored your texts. He's feeling, I want to get some clarity on this. There's a lot of all over the place energy. I'll start with the Hermit. Yeah, for sure. And you didn't need confirmation from me, but yeah, he is spying on you. I don't want to use that term, but he's definitely keeping tabs on you. He's watching your pages. He's any way that he can see how you're living, how you're doing, he's looking. No, we're not, and you're right about him being involved with others. Okay. Thank you for reminding me that. I didn't remember that part, but yeah, now I recall saying that. Yeah, this 7 of Pentacles reversed. He's still, I know he ignored your texts, Deb, but he still desires you. And he reposted another female. Yeah, but here's the thing with the Seven of Pentacles. It's 7. It's like, even though he still desires you, and I can't ignore that, and he's frustrated, he's got his eyes on other women. And if you're not okay with that, you're not okay with that. And he most likely knows that. The other day he posted about being single forever. Yeah, those dramatic. Yeah. He's being a drama. He's being a drama queen. Hi newbie. If you'd like a question, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. Thank you. Yeah, he seems very emotionally immature, Deb, and he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to dating. Yeah, he's all over the place, girl. I was just going to say he's all over the place. He doesn't know what he's doing when he's dating. Yeah, he misses you. Yeah, he's frustrated with how things have panned out with you and him, and he wishes, and he's low-key disappointed. But it's like, dude, like, look at your behavior, in the grand scheme of things. And the reason why I think a big reason why he has such a wandering eye is he doesn't put a lot of value into women. I don't want to say he disrespects women or doesn't care about them, but he doesn't want to be tied down to any one woman. It's too much work for him. It's work he doesn't want to put in. It's work he doesn't want to put in at this time. At this time, he wants to be a free bird. 8 of Swords reversed. He wants to be free. He doesn't want to be tied down to anybody, but he knows that he wants you, but he knows that in order to have you, it would have to be you and you alone. He talks about wanting to love me, then he messes with several others. Exactly. That's love bombing, girl. That's love bombing, and that's a player. There's so many of them, and they all it's easy to identify the similarities in their behaviors and their words. He was in a long-term relationship before, so that's why he wants freedom so bad. Yeah, okay. And he probably, did you say he was recently divorced or something? Because, yeah, he was tied down. It was not a good relationship, and relationships aren't meant to tie people down, but some do, and it can really sully someone's vision of what they want in a relationship, or wanting a relationship at all. And he is, with this Four of Cups reversed, he's also not he's trying to, because the Four of Cups reversed is like he's trying to see romance and love. No, he's never been married. Okay, he is trying to see romance and love from a refreshed new perspective, because this clearly ain't working for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have posted on his page, "I'm never gonna be in love again," or "I'm through with love," or whatever he said. They were broken up for a year. Okay. Yeah, he knows that this isn't working for him, Deb. It's not working for him with you. It's not working for him in general. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. He does want the cold. He does want the comforts of a relationship, but he doesn't want to be tied down. And that's the caveat. Is, yeah, you get the comforts and the trust and reliability of having a loving partner, but that comes with a price. It shouldn't be a price either. He shouldn't feel tied down just being with one woman. It shouldn't feel like that's a cost. He shouldn't feel like that's something that he has to pay for in exchange for a loving relationship. It should be, I want love to be loved, and to conversely love another woman, and there's no feelings of being tied down there. When someone feels tied down, it's just, or is fearful of getting tied down or feeling tied down, it's not a good sign, Well, he's keeping tabs and played with my emotions for no reason then. For very selfish reasons that I think he's not even aware of how selfish they are. He's attracted to you. He thinks you're beautiful. He likes you, but you're not the only one, and so you're also not the only one who he's keeping tabs on. I wouldn't be surprised. You're also not the only one who he's played emotionally. And furthermore, I know you don't believe in sex before marriage. Well, there's a lot of girls that do. And he's, when sex gets involved, even more emotions come up. And I think he's really emotionally hurt a lot of women. Well, it doesn't take this long to figure out if you wanted a relationship or not. It's been months by now. Exactly. That too, Deb. I always say, like, if by 3 months or so they don't want to be in a relationship with you, it's not. It's. I've seen it happen where, like, further down the line, people have realizations or renewed feelings for someone and get back together, or start something new when they didn't have something. But it's usually getting back together. But and it's not an impossible possibility. But you make a very good point there, Deb. It's usually no. Women usually know a lot sooner that they want to be with someone than a guy, but guys know too. They usually know pretty well. Um, I'm not seeing, and the caveat here would be, okay, if he was really trying to figure out who you were and learn more about who you are and just wanted to play it safe and was only talking to you, then that would be one thing about taking things slowly. But I don't see that here. I don't see him, you know, trying to learn more about you or focus on you. Right? It doesn't take that long as an adult. I'm not giving excuses. Exactly. Yeah, as I've been saying, it took less than 10 guys to rob the Louvre in less than 10 minutes. Priorities. People will do what they want to do, and people will call who they want to call, and people will start relationships with who they want to start a relationship with. And if they're dragging their feet, then they're not prioritizing you, and you need to be prioritized, especially if you want to be in a relationship with someone. You've got to be a priority to them from day one. So yeah, especially as we get older, there's no time like the present. There's no reason to drag one's feet unless one's just furtively trying to take things slowly. But it's already been months, and it sounds like he's just that Seven of Pentacles reversed. He's just dragging his feet. So I'm sorry about that, Deb. I think that again, if he's not making you a priority from the beginning, you probably don't want him in the long run if you really think about it. I know you have emotions for him, feelings for him, so that's hard to envision, but if you really think about his behavior now and how behaviors usually don't change, it would just repeat itself. Like, we planned an entire trip for October that was canceled due to it being kind of last minute. It was just false hope. Just because it was last minute, it was canceled. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound right to me, Deb. I'm sorry, love. I'm so sorry that happened, but God, those player guys, they know what to say. They know what to say, and they're manipulative. That was manipulative. Planning an entire trip and then just canceling it due to it being last minute. No, you've lost it. I'm sure you have. Yeah, you don't see a future with him. Yeah, I'm sure you've lost a lot of attraction towards him. It's not attractive behavior. That's not something where it's like, wow, this guy really likes me. It's, if someone did that to me, I'd be like, okay, all right, well, I get it. Like, then if you don't prioritize me, then you missed out, and on to the next one. So I'm sorry about that, Deb, but it sounds like you dodged a bullet here. It sounds like, I don't want to say dodge a bullet, but yeah, I don't think this would have been a good relationship to embark on, and if he's acting this way from the get-go. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Deb. I really appreciate you as always, and yeah, you're gonna find that nice the guy that's right for you. It's about patience, as a friend told me the other day, and patience can be tough, especially as women. But finding a connection with someone that's really pure and true, and they are both on the same page, it's out there. It's out there. Yeah. You feel, yeah, I know that feeling, Deb. I know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well, all too recently. Yeah, very familiar with that. I'm sorry, love. I'm really sorry. Or as I put it, yeah, emotionally humiliated is another way of putting it. Yeah, violated, humiliated. I always attract people. I'm approached a lot. I'm picky. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm the same way. And then, yeah, sometimes things happen, and I'm really sorry, Deb, that this didn't work out. But you're such a strong woman, and you're beautiful, and you're gonna find that great guy, and you know it too. You know it too. You deserve the best. You deserve the best. All right, so it's that time of night. I've been on for a little over 2 hours. I do have to leave tonight. I have an errand I need to run. But I do have time if you do have a question, if anybody out there has a question. I am happy to take your donation and read for you. Um, I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. It's not really likely. I might take tomorrow off. I think I have some plans too. And it's the waiting until marriage too that's always an issue. I can only imagine, Deb, as a single lady who dates, guys just can't wait. It's and I refuse to go on dates with guys if they mention anything about their pee or sex or anything before the date. We're not doing it. We're not going on a date. There's just that I've noticed that too. It's just like, yeah. And I do believe in sex before marriage, but I don't get into it. Like unless I do believe in like, you know, emotionally connected intimacy, but some of these guys are just like first night, just like for real, like you ain't striking my fancy that much. Good lord. Last call. You're very welcome, Deb. You are so welcome. Last call tonight, everybody. If you have a question you need me to answer, I am here for you, and I am more than happy to answer for you. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. Right, emotionally connected intimacy, like a demisexual. That's what I identify as. You know, I don't know all the different terms that well. I should, but I think isn't demisexual where you have to have an emotional connection with someone to be attracted to them. If that's the case, I'd say I wouldn't say all the but most of the time, yeah. Especially as in yeah. There has to be some kind of emotional connection there if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Last call tonight, everybody. Last call for any and all donations. Thank you. That's the definition. Yeah. No. Now I remember an old friend of mine was telling me that too. It's like I need that. Like I'm basically attracted to people's hearts, their minds, um, less than their. I mean, yeah, they've got to be hot. You know, we've got to be physically attracted. At least for me, I've got to be physically attracted to them too. But that I've met many men who I'm very physically attracted to, but there's no emotional or like intellectual connection, then just not attractive. All right, looks like everyone is happy and taken care of this evening. Thank you all so very, very, very much. Like I said, I will try to be on tomorrow. I won't be on Wednesday, um, but I'll do my best to go on tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night. Bye.